It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars, leader at quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Jaguars and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him,
into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a two-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his fourth season in the NFL.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Etienne going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit for incomplete. So a pretty good opening drive. It'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won at 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
Yeah, they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because There's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on first down. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll get a couple up to the 29. You look at this Jaguar defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass.
Four-down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On the return, here's Agnew. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throw right side, taken in here to start this drive. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll run with ETN. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Open man right side is Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On play action, they'll throw. This ball caught by Strange. Touchdown! Brenton Strange with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. KC's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
First down, Chiefs.
17-0 our score after 1.
Chiefs, nothing.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half. But out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 67 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
1st down, Chiefs.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
1st down, Kansas City.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he's down to the 11.
An 8-yard pickup. And their 1st down, Chiefs.
And again, it's Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. On third down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in Houston, and that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. But just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
Ready. Score these guys, man.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
ETN up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
McManus now for the extra point.
Go get that field goal.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Finding Kelsey once again. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Just keep the ball moving.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. But he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. ETN on the toss right. Able to slither by. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A short throw to Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Mahomes again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Harrison Butker at kickoff for Kansas City.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up.
Holding, receiving team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles. balls in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Let's get some points on the board.
We are scoring on this drive. I feel it.
A handoff for Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin. choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin.